Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Peekaboo25 here, and today I have some predictions and some announcement. And as you should know, or if you don't, you know now that I will be going to Six Flags New England this Thursday, July 28th, 2016. It will be my first time there. I'll be flying up to Boston tomorrow, Wednesday, July 27th, about midday, and I'll be returning Sunday, July 31st, about midday, maybe the evening, sometime between 2 and 6. I haven't looked at my flight details that much, but it's just gonna be me out there. Gonna be with my second cousin and my second uncle and all that, and just some distant family. But that's not. I'm not gonna go into detail about my family. We're here to talk about Six Flags New England. I am confirmed to go to Six Flags New England July 28th, aka this Thursday, as in the video's upload. And here are my predictions of how the whole ride will be ranked. I mean, I've got them in a general order based off my thoughts, but I kind of scrambled to put this together so I can have a video because I'm sorry for being on like a 2-week hiatus. It's my apologies. I'm gonna be excluding the kiddie coasters as well. So just to acknowledge their existence, I have a couple photos of them on the bottom. So I don't really ride the kiddie coasters. I'm not that much. I don't really pray for credits that much because they're invalid in my opinion. Uh, just basically, I'll be covering things from what I feel will be my least favorite to my favorite. I'll be putting some of my initial thoughts to them. Probably give like a hype scale or something. So I'm pretty hyped to get on some of these rides, for two in particular. And this is not in no way a prediction for the future of the park. I know very little about what will be coming to this park. I have no idea what will be coming here. But they already got a Super Loop. They have no clearing for a Justice League. I'll see if I can scope out something when I'm there. They already have an RMC. I have no idea what they're going to get. I mean, a family ride package would be okay. I'm just going to stray away from that. I'm just going to get right on it. Mind Eraser. It's a Vekoma SLC. It's gonna suck, just to put it bluntly. I feel this thing will easily be in my bottom 5 for the top 80 coaster list. And based off the route I'm going to be taking out of the park, this will be my second to last ride before re-rides. Headbanging galore, shaky ride experience, and just that general classic SLC feel just put the final nail in this ride's experience for me. I have been on Mind Eraser at Six Flags America, but I do not sufficiently remember too many details about it. So that's why it's still bottom 10 and not at the very bottom. I will put Mind Eraser, if I hate this one, I will put Mind Eraser at America's, Six Flags America's above this. One, because I don't remember it, and two, they're basically the same. They're all the same. Same restraints, same layout, same everything. So it's just that it's the same everything for that. Just the only thing that's different is the year of operation or slash opening, and the paint, and the location in the background. This one's right in the open. Six Flags America's kind of tucked away in a dead end. Still, this thing's gonna suck. I predict this will probably make the bottom of my list. Worse than Georgia Cyclone, Corkscrew at Cedar Point, Mean Streak. It's gonna be terrible. Gotham City Gauntlet Escape from Arkham Asylum. This name is a mouthful. This might actually have me to reduce my font size, which is impressive because I try to make font sizes. I like putting the full name in. This is a Maurer wild mouse. I have heard that wild mouses from Maurer are worse than Mack wild mice. I like the Mack wild mouse at Hershey Park. I had some fun on that. That is I think bottom 30, maybe bottom. I think it's like bottom 35. Or bottom, I think it's still bottom 30, bottom 25. But I think this thing will be worse than the Maurer, or the Mack Wild Mouse at Hershey Park. So I'll be putting this, my prediction is saying bottom 20. Probably like, it's going to be worse than the Pandemoniums and Mack Wild Mice. Might be on par with the Dark Knight, because I don't like the theming on this one. This one has some theming, but it's minimal. It's pretty minimal. And this was a relocation from Kentucky Kingdom. The original, not the one that's currently open now, the one it owns by Six Flags. So yeah, this thing's got some history, but still, it's a wild mouse. It's a good family ride, but it's nothing really much better than that. Goliath. Unfortunately, I think I'm going to be missing this credit, which hurts my heart to say, but I think I'm going to be missing it. I've heard that this thing's been closed down for maintenance for a while, and currently is closed the last time I checked the website for research a couple days back, making this the third credit I have missed if you do not count kiddie coasters, alongside Roadrunner Express and Joker's Jinx. Roadrunner Express being at Six Flags Fiesta, Texas. I really wanted this experience. I've never been on a giant inverted boomerang model before. I was at Great America for the last or second to last year of Deja Vu's operation, but I was not a coaster fan back then. I was there for the water park because I loved water parks, which that might have contributed to why I became a coaster enthusiast. But I really wanted to get on this one. But it is a Vekoma giant inverted boomerang. The maintenance with these things are pretty high. These things break down often. I think it took millions of dollars to repair the one at Silverwood, so it'd run pretty easily. And it had to be put in by RMC before they actually became a force in the coaster field. So yeah, I think this will be a third credit I missed. It makes 8 credits for the for this park at the end of it if I miss this, and it'll be 104 credits based off my math. Because I'm not gonna get 105 because I'm not gonna ride Blue Hawk. That's confirmed. I'm not going to Six Flags Over Georgia with my August trip. We had an extra day, but we're not doing it. Thunderbolts. This is a 1940s era wooden coaster. It's got a figure 8 layout. It's pretty old. The manufacturer is pretty irrelevant. I think it's been dead for a long time now. I've heard very little about this ride. I have no idea what to expect. I don't know whether to expect a rough ride, a well-maintained classic wooden coaster, bumpiness, shakiness. I mean, it could be like that typical PTC jerker stuff to it, like that little rough but tolerable. I don't know if it's going to be actually smooth, like as in underrated wooden coaster stuff like Screaming Eagle, or it could be absolutely unbearable. I don't think this thing's going to be too bad, though, because usually the high-speed wooden coasters have more forces and roughness. And the one with a lot of turns. Guys, the turnarounds might be a bit shaky. I'm just making theories at this point. I personally think this thing will either be in Tier 2 or Tier 3 wooden coasters. Tier 2 includes things such as the Comet and the Racer, and Tier 3 includes things such as Wild One, Blue Streak, Viper, and American Eagle. Tier 1 is like American Thunder, Lightning Racer, and Screaming Eagle for me. There's some good wooden coasters. Flashback, another Vekoma Boomerang. This will be the fourth standard boomerang I've been on, and 5th boomerang overall. Even though in my route I would have gotten on Goliath first. But this will be my 4th standard boomerang alongside St. Louis's, Fiesta Texas's, and Hershey Park's. I personally think that it'll be better than Six Flags St. Louis's based on my experience. This will probably be on par with Fiesta Texas, and I think Sidewinder will be better, because Sidewinder is pretty well maintained. It's actually a good boomerang. It's one of those higher up boomerangs on all the clones list. It's just nothing really too much impressive here. It's not very impressive. It's just a boomerang. It'll be something to get on for an extra credit, and it'll probably just stick in my bottom half. I don't think the boomerangs crack top 40. I think they just barely missed top 50 as well. Probably by the end of the year, the boomerangs will all be below 50, maybe even 60. Pandemonium, the first Pandemonium that is not red and black that I've ridden. I've ridden the one at Fiesta Texas and St. Louis. But I personally prefer Fiesta Texas more because of the background and the fact that my mother went on the ride, which was always a fun experience when you have a non-coaster enthusiast getting on a spinning wild coaster. Also, I felt with Pandemonium, Fiesta Texas spins more. This was originally not themed to Tony Hawk. This was originally themed to the retired old man, Mr. Six, who I think he's retired. So he's kind of just faded from Six Flags licensing. I don't know how this one will rank. I'm saying on par with Fiesta Texas's, but I don't know the spin patterns of this ride. St. Louis's does not spin very much, to be honest. I know Fiesta Texas is a bit more wild. I think this one will probably be on par with Fiesta Texas. Maybe on par with St. Louis. I'll I got to ride to see it. I haven't watched the POV of this one. And then again, every ride is different. And I only get on these things once because they're not exactly the best rides. So yeah, Pandemonium. Not much to be said here. Batman, The Dark Knight. Now we're getting good. Unlike the other Dark Knight coasters that I so loathe, being the Dark Knight of Great America, like the Wild Mouse model, the Great America, Great Adventure, and Six Flags Mexico, even though I've only ridden one. This is a great and often forgotten B&M floatless coaster with 5 inversions. And not a lot of people remember this one, to be honest. I personally think this would be, like, better than Rougarou quality, top 40 by the end of the year, maybe top 30. The only question that I have is that this might be possibly have some headbanging, because the over-the-shoulder restraints do look pretty bulky, and I remember some of the B&M floatless coasters are they're not exactly the smoothest. Rougarou kind of has some headbanging in certain parts, but we'll see this one. We'll have a vertical loop, a dive loop, a 0G roll, and 2 corkscrews on this one. And it's a short ride, but it'll be pretty fun. I'll definitely be sure to take the notes on this one. Probably get 2 rides on it. Probably one of the few coasters that I'll re-ride. And I'm overall looking forward to this. I think this coaster is actually kind of underrated, but I'll see when I actually get on it. So I'm thinking about doing an underrated list by the end of the year. Wicked Cyclone. We're getting good, boys. Wicked Cyclone. This has been really high on my bucket list. This has probably been at the top of all my RMC bucket lists until Lightning Rod came around. My goodness. I love the Cyclone models. I've historically loved Viper since 2010 to about 2015. Then the off-season Blues kind of did it in. I think this thing will be top 5 by the end of the trip, and top 5 by the end, or top 10 by the end of the year. This will probably give Stormrunner, Top Thrill Dragster, Diamondback, and maybe even Iron Rattler a run for its money. I personally think this will be better than Goliath, even though I have heard this thing starts out strong but loses its pace towards the end. I know it has lots of ejector airtime, and I love those ejector airtime moments. I mean, this thing just sounds overall crazy. And it's right next to the Sky Screamer as well, and I'm going to get on the Sky Screamer. Even though I'm not going to scream at all, hence the name, I would love to be 400 feet in the air on something that I'm not graying out on, i.e. Top Thrill Dragster. So, yeah, this is going to be a pretty fun ride. I'm really looking forward to Wicked Cyclone. Who knows, this could even be my favorite in the park. But my current estimate and current bid for top favorite coaster of the park is Superman, the ride. The coaster that has currently been plagued by VR. Yeah, this thing. It is going to give Diamondback a run for its money for best hyper I've ridden. Probably be top 5 by the end of the year, giving Maverick, Millennium Force, Iron Rattler, Wicked Cyclone, to give those rides a run for its money. I'll probably try this once with VR and once without VR, because I've never ridden a VR coaster before. I mean, sure, Raging Bull is getting VR towards the back half of the year. Maybe back quarter, like September, Fright Fest. But I'm going to be getting on this one first. And I prefer the Superman theme to the Alien New Revolution theme. So, you're actually getting some recognizable characters. And I heard the Superman ones are actually not bad for VR. So this is going to be pretty exciting. I'm really excited for this ride. Good floater airtime, good ejector airtime, forceful helixes, a good drop, some good trains now that they got rid of the audio, because the trains used to be bulky and heavy and all that with the audio and Bizarro. I'm personally really excited to have this thing back to its original state. It's going to have some of those T-bar restraints that I really like on Millennium Force, if I remember correctly. I mean, I'm overall very excited for this ride. I'm very excited for the whole trip. But Wicked Cyclone and Superman, the ride, they're by far going to be my favorites of the trip. Dark Knight, it will be fun. Flashback will be fun. Pandemonium will be fun. Mind Eraser's going to suck. Gotham City Gauntlet is meh. Missing Goliath, which is a shame. But all that fun stuff. I'm just really excited for these two. And Thunderbolt. Forgot about Thunderbolt because, kind of everyone forgets about Thunderbolt. I think Thunderbolt's going to be fun as well. I got some questions for Thunderbolt, but they'll be answered upon a ride. It's right smack dab in the middle of the park as well. Thunderbolts like presenting itself right at the entrance. Even I put hours upon hours of research into this park, and I'm really looking forward to this. So, it's basically a 2-day countdown. 2 days from the upload of this video, I will be at the park. Probably be getting towards the back half of the park, maybe some re-rides, and all that fun stuff. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up here. I got a pretty busy schedule. I gotta confirm my flight and confirm my seat in about 10-15 minutes here, because I think I fly out at like 2:15. If you see the time up here. I also would like to say that I'm really excited for this trip. I hope you all guys have a great trip as well. And my big August voyage is happening in a week and a half. I am leaving Saturday, August 6th, and going back home Sunday, August 14th. I'm really excited for that. Finally got the days. We worked out some schedule. I'll probably be going to Carowinds Monday, August 8th. And Busch Gardens, Tampa can be any day from the Wednesday, which whatever that date is, I think August 10th, all the way up to August 12th. So it can be a Wednesday, Thursday, or a Friday. But I got one day for Carowinds, and I got to make sure it works. Man, wish me good weather. Wish me good maintenance. Really hope I can ride Fury, because I'm pretty sure Fury's pretty reliable. I'm really pumped for everything going on. And then when I get back from that trip, I'm going to be back to school in 2 days, which starts the 16th of August. So then my upload schedule might be a bit slowed down. Granted, my brother is still in junior football, which is how I got so many videos up in my past year, 2015, in the fall. If he wasn't doing football, then I kind of had to squeeze in some awkward times in order to record, like 7 a.m. or I have like an hour to record when I get home, maybe it's half an hour. I don't know. I'll make probably a school video, an update video saying, hey, my updates might be slowed down, even though I have nearly gone 2 weeks without an upload. If you're still with me, thank you guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I'm trying to push out as much content as possible. I will make a Carowinds and Busch Gardens Tampa video next week. I'll try and get it out between Monday and Friday next week. Most likely Wednesday to Friday, because I actually have a job. I work 2 days a week there, Monday and Tuesday. It'll be my last shifts because it's only a summer job, but still. I'm dragging this on for way too long. I hope you guys all enjoy. I'll see you all later. Have some good times and all that. And as always, peace.